Hey humanoids, Ryan here, bringing you your Warp Tour Survival Guide. Okay, so you're gonna want to wear either a t-shirt or a tank top. I also suggest for girls probably wear your swimsuit top underneath it because I've noticed that a lot of people like to go shirtless, boys and girls. So if you're a girl, please wear kind of tank tops and t-shirts. Well, obviously, band shirts would be a good way to go. As for tank tops, well, just a tank top. This year I'll be wearing a Batman tank top. It's kind of baggy like this shirt is. So, do not wear jeans. Cannot stress that enough. I saw so many people wearing jeans. I wore Pure last year, and honestly, I don't know how they were doing it. They must have been dying. Because if you've never been to Warped Tour before, you need to know this right now. Warped Tour is hot. It is burning. It is a sauna. So do not wear jeans. Wear either shorts or capris. Yeah. This year I'll be wearing just some plain black shorts with my Batman. Wear tennis shoes. Do not wear flip flops. Okay. Your feet will get stepped on and ripped apart by vicious dogs. No, but they will get stepped on and they will get hurt, and also your flip flops will break. Doesn't matter if you go in the mosh pit or not, your flip flops will break. So do not wear flip flops. I cannot stress that enough. So yeah, flip flops, yeah. Tennis shoes, yeah. You should wear some kind of tennis shoes. You can wear Converse, whatever you want to wear. Oh, here's an idea. Wear Vans to a Vans Warped Tour. I personally am going to be wearing my Converse again that I wore last year. Definitely wear some shoes that you don't mind getting dirty or torn up a little bit because there's going to be a lot of wear and tear on them from Warped Tour, and they're going to get dirty. I promise. These are my shoes from last year. As you can see, they're not in the best shape. They're really not. They're in pretty awful shape. I'm wearing them again this year because I'm a rebel and I do what I want. Okay, do not worry about your hair or your makeup. Your hair's gonna get messed up because the wind's gonna blow, and also it's gonna get wet. Your hair's gonna get wet. It doesn't matter what you do, your hair's gonna get wet, whether from water or from sweat. I promise. And it's going to be nasty by the end of the day, whether you do it or not. So just don't waste your time. As for makeup, I personally wouldn't wear any makeup to Warped Tour, but there are some of those people that they can't leave the house without doing their makeup. So if you absolutely have to do your makeup, wear a really thin line of eyeliner because it's going to melt off your face if you wear a lot. It'll probably melt off your face anyway if you wear just a little bit. You won't look as much like a raccoon. Sunscreen. Oh my god, this is another one of those things that I cannot stress enough. Sunscreen is a must, okay? I don't care if you think that you don't burn, because trust me, I'm one of those people. I tan, I don't burn. But when I went to Warped Tour, oh my god, okay. I got sunburned, and I reapplied my sunscreen 4 times. So I cannot imagine what it would have been like if I didn't wear any at all. I probably would have died. Yeah, wear sunscreen, put it on before you go, take it with you, reapply it throughout the day. There's no such thing as too much sunscreen. And even if it's waterproof, it's going to wash off. So reapply, reapply, reapply. Sunscreen is a vital thing to have. Please wear deodorant. Whether you bring it with you or not, put it on before you leave. I cannot tell you how many people I walked past or stood next to last year that smelled god awful. I started to wonder if some of these people even knew what deodorant was. So please, please, please wear deodorant. Spare the people around you. Please. Okay, they allow you to take in one bottle of water. It has to be closed, or one of those plastic water bottles that like you don't throw away. But if you bring one of the fancy plastic ones, it has to be empty. They will make you dump it out at the door. Or if your water bottle is open, they'll make you dump it out. But they have refill stations there. So even if you dump it out, you can go back in. There's a refill station that you can go to and fill up your water bottle. And I suggest using the refill station a lot. I lost count of how many times I used it. You cannot drink enough water at work tour because you're going to be sweating a lot, which means you're going to need a lot more water to replace what you're losing. So definitely visit the refill station a lot. Make time out of your schedule just for that. Bring money. I think a safe amount would actually be 200. I know that sounds like a lot. Like, you're probably like, oh my god, you can afford that. But it goes quick. Last year I took 140, and I spent, I think, all but 20 of it. Because I was like really watching my money. Because t-shirts there are somewhere between $20 to $30. It really ranges. The t-shirt I got that costed the most last year was a Sleeping with Sirens t-shirt, and it was $25. Also, you're gonna want to buy some bracelets. I'm sure I ended up buying 3 bracelets. Yeah. And you might want to buy food. I didn't buy food. Bring money. 200 is a safe amount. Bring a snack, like a light snack, like a peanut butter sandwich or something. Something that's light on the stomach, because you don't want to have anything too heavy on your stomach in that heat. It's not a good idea. They also hand out little things here and there. Like last year, they were handing out cereal, like little boxes of cereal about that big. You could snack on throughout the day, which is what I did. Which is why I didn't buy any food. Just bring a snack. Bring something for bands to sign, because I'm sure that you're going to want to go to at least one band signing. Just bring something to sign. This is what I brought last year. I make little booklets for myself, for the people to sign. You can barely see that, but you get the gist. Those are signatures. There we go. And then obviously, like, I couldn't fill up the whole book, so I kind of made like a little scrapbook thing. I was going to take it from last year and so on and so forth. Yeah, so just take something to sign. That's mine from last year. This is mine for this year. So, yeah, it's you might want it. And also at signings, they only allow for one thing, for you to take one thing to the band to sign. So choose wisely. Which is one of the reasons why I took the booklet that I made. Well, that's why I made the booklet, was because I could have that one thing for them to sign that I knew. Bring Sharpies. I suggest 2. I think 2 is a good number, because if you lose one in your bag or something, you have a backup. Or if one of them stops working magically, then again you have backup. So yeah, take 2 Sharpies for multiple reasons. Usually the bands at signings have their own Sharpies, but take some just in case. And also you can like write down set times, blah blah blah, which I ended up doing last year. Let's see, I wrote down everything I did that day, from signing to shows. So yeah, take Sharpies. Take your phone or iPod or a small digital camera. Nothing fancy. They won't allow anything fancy. But for pictures, to take pictures at the shows and like just around the place. You can't take pictures of the signings. They will spray your phone, iPod, digital camera, etc. with a water gun. You can take pictures from a distance, and then you can take pictures as they walk by, which is what I did. After I got my stuff signed by Blackboard Brads last year, I waited. I waited for maybe about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And then they ended up walking by, and I took pictures of them as they passed by on my iPod. So, yeah, take something to take pictures on, but nothing fancy. Yeah, unless you have like a pass thing saying that you can take professional grade, like on a fancy camera. If you don't want to like make a little booklet thing to write down your set times and everything, bring paper, like printer paper, notebook paper, something. Or that can be one thing for them to sign at signings. You could also write down like your set times and stuff in like a note on your phone or something. But I don't know, some people might want to bring paper, so I would include that. Bring like plastic sandwich bags, and maybe like a couple like of the bigger ones to put your stuff in, because again, you're probably gonna get wet with water. I almost guarantee it. So if you plan on getting wet, or even if you don't, put your stuff in some like plastic bags and stuff so it doesn't get ruined. You know, like your phone, put that in a plastic bag. Put your paper and stuff in a plastic bag, and obviously if you're gonna make a sandwich, put that in a plastic bag. Plastic bags. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, what on earth am I putting all this stuff in? Well, a bag, obviously. I don't suggest like a backpack. I honestly don't, because it's a lot of fancy pockets, and it's complicated, because, you know, it's like, oh, well, this is in this pocket, this is in this pocket, this is in this pocket, and it gets confusing, especially if you're in a rush, which is probably going to happen at Warped Tour, because you're probably going to do this stage, and this stage, and this stage, back to back to back. So, what I suggest is a drawstring backpack. I actually got this at Warped Tour. They will hand these out in a line. I don't know if it's for every venue, but for the one I go at, which is Bonner Springs, they hand these out in the line. This is the one I got last year. It's an Epitaph bag. It's actually huge, so as you can see, it's the size of my torso. So just a drawstring backpack of any sort will work. I don't suggest bringing like legit like backpacks if you go to school, because they have misting stations, a misting station, maybe multiple, depends on the venue, I guess, and a slip and slide to help you keep cool, because that is really important at Warped Tour, because you don't want to pass out. Visit those as often as possible to stay cool, because it's really refreshing after being in the heat for so long. So, yeah. Drink lots and lots of water. I know I mentioned this earlier, but drink lots and lots of water. Like, I ended up drinking more water than I thought was humanly possible. So drink lots of water, visit the refill station very frequently, and just keep drinking, because you won't regret it. Take some time to rest. I wasn't busy every single second last year, so I was able to, you know, just kind of chill, sit down on the ground somewhere next to a fence, or over by the misting stations or something in the shade. Or I think they have shade tents too, but I don't know. I didn't see any, but I heard they do, so I guess that's another thing. It depends on venue. So just take some time out of your schedule to rest. Okay, think of a meetup place for you and your friends, because if somebody gets lost, like if you lose somebody, you can go there, you can meet up, and then you can continue on with your day. Because I don't think you want to go the whole day wondering where your friend is, wondering if they're okay. So think of a meetup place. A really good meetup place would be like the big blow up set list thing that they have. I mean, it's huge, you can't miss it. It's usually like right smack dab in the middle of it. Warped Tour. So yeah, just think of a meetup place. The setup list would be a really good place, because you can't miss it, you can't lose it. So have an idea of who you want to see. Pick a few bands that you really want to see. I understand that there might be a whole bunch, like 20 that you really like, but pick your absolute favorites. Pick somewhere between 4 and 7. I say would be a good number. And what I do is I rate them. Like, this is my absolute favorite, this is my next favorite, this is my next favorite, this is my next favorite, so on and so forth. So I don't feel conflicted if some bands play at the same time, because it's gonna happen, guys. It's going to happen. I guarantee it. It's going to happen. Unless somehow all the bands you like are on one stage. It won't happen. But it'll probably happen to anyone whose bands are playing at different stages. I was lucky enough not to have to deal with that last year, because I only had like 4 bands picked out. But pick a number 1 band. A number 1 band that is your main band, your main focus. You have to see them, you have to meet them, you have to get something fun from them. Just, they are your number 1 band for that year. They are your focus. Last year, my number 1 band was Black Veil Brides. I saw them, I met them, I was satisfied. This year, my number 1 band is Motionless in White. I have to see them, I have to meet them, even if I die in the process. So definitely pick out your absolute favorite band, because as for signings, you're not going to be able to go to every single one. Last year, Black Veil Brides was the only one that I got to in time. I had to buy a t-shirt to get a wristband to go to the signing, but it was so worth it, because it's I also got the t-shirt. So for tickets, the earlier you buy them, the cheaper they are, and the cheaper they are, the better. Every human thought process. Last year, I didn't order them online. I bought them in person at a Ticketmaster place thingamajig, and it costed me like $52, I think. Whereas you buy them online and they cost about $45. I've seen some tickets like at the very beginning. I think they start like $35, and then like the price raises as you go. So when buying your tickets, remember the earlier the better. Okay, go with your family or friends. You're not gonna want to go alone. I promise you, you're not gonna have as much fun if you're all by yourself. You're gonna want to go with somebody. So take a friend, take a family member, even if you have to twist an arm in the process. Take somebody with you, otherwise you're gonna be real lonely. It's not gonna be a good thing. Don't want to hang out with your parents, but your parents insist on them going with you. There's a parent daycare. Yeah, that's right, parent daycare. Warped Tour has this reverse daycare thing. You can take your parents there, and basically it's an air-conditioned tent thing that your parents can hang out at while you're all around the loud music and the sweaty people and the screaming and the fangirling and the crying, etc., etc., etc. Talk to people there. Okay, I know that everyone says don't talk to strangers, but you know what? At Warped Tour, cancel that rule out. Talking to people is one of the best things you can do. You get to meet new people and make new friends. So talk to people. They might come up and talk to you, or you can go up and talk to them. Don't be really awkward about it though. Don't be like, so this is Warped Tour. You can walk up to them though and be like, hey, I like that band on your shirt. Or hey, I like the Ninja Turtles too. Get it, Matt. It's only like $5. And I know it's like a little piece of paper. It's only a piece of paper, but it's a lifesaver. That's another thing I put in my little scrapbook signy thingy last year. So definitely get a map. I lost count of how many times I used it last year. So get a map. It's $5. It's not that bad. Suck it up if you're stingy. Just suck it up, buy a map, because you're gonna need it. It's a lifesaver. Think you took enough pictures? We'll take some more. Warped Tour is a once a year thing. Take as many pictures as you can just to remember the day, because you're not gonna regret taking like a million pictures. You're not gonna regret it. I probably got the same picture 3 times, quite a few times, actually. So, and I don't regret it. Like, it was an amazing day. I don't want to forget it. I want as many pictures to remember it as possible. Even if you think you've taken enough, take some more, take some more, take some more. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. You never know who you're going to see. Last year, I met Brian Stars. I was waiting in line, and I'm looking around, and I see like this few people surrounding this one person. And so I kind of sit on my tippy toes, and it's Brian Stars. I tell my dad, stay right spot, stay right here, I'll be right back. So I run over there, and get a picture with Brian Stars. You know, I meet him, and it is absolutely amazing. He's such a cool guy, and he's a lot taller than I expected. Later on, while my dad and I were resting, see that? Resting, we were sitting by a fence over by the tour buses, and I didn't even realize the tour buses were there until Bring Me the Horizon walks by us. So I'm just looking up at him like, oh my god. Unfortunately, I didn't get a picture because I was a little starstruck because they were the first people that I saw there. Well, no, that's a lie. I saw Black Veil Brides before that because they were like the first thing. But Bring Me the Horizon walked right by us, and I was just like, oh my god. But keep an eye out. You never know who you're gonna see. You could see Jesus. So when in line, people are gonna come up to you and they're gonna be like, hey, do you want to listen to my band? Can you listen to my band? Check us out. Here's a thing. Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Here, listen to them. Listen to them. Okay, don't be a jerk about it. Listen to their music. Their band, I'm sure, works really hard on this, and this is what they want to do. So just humor them, even if it's not your style of music. Listen to it, give it a listen. You never know. You might like them. I actually found a band that I really liked last year, The Preserving Promise, or something like that. I don't listen to that often because I can't really find their stuff yet, but I ended up being friends with one of them on Facebook, one of the members, so that was really cool. There are some really talented musicians there, just give their band a listen. Okay, so just be nice to everybody there, like not just in line, but like at the actual thing, and like inside, and like at the shows and everything. You know what? You see someone fall, help them up. You see someone, you know, looking like they're gonna be sick or they're gonna faint, you know, help them and get them to a staff member. Just, it's not that much of a trouble. Again, don't be a jerk face. Help them out because everyone's equal there. Don't look down on anybody because that's what jerk faces do. And douche waffles. And you don't want to be a jerk face or a douche waffle, so just be cool with everybody, alright? Because everyone at Warped Tour, one big happy family, you're all there for the same reason, and that is music. Whether it's the same band or not, alright? Everyone there is so nice, and they're so cool. I didn't meet one rude person at Warped Tour last year. Not one. So just be nice to everyone. You could meet a new friend, your new best friend at that. Well, guys, that's my Warped Tour survival guide for you. Thanks for watching so much. Maybe I'll see some of you at Warped Tour. Who knows? I will be going to the Bonner Springs / Kansas City, Kansas one. Reason I say slash is because some people call it Kansas City, some people call it Bonner Springs. It's basically the same thing. Whatever. So yeah, if you see me there, don't be afraid to walk up and be like, hey you, humanoid, with the face. Hi. Because you know what? I'm completely okay with that. I have no problem with that. So if you see me, come say hi, okay? I don't bite. Much. No. But, yeah, just come say hi. I don't care. If you want a hug, I'll give you a hug even. It's whatever. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, let me know. Like this video, comment on this video, and you know what? Subscribe to my channel, why don't you? Maybe I'll see some of you at Warped Tour. So, don't break your face. Because I want you to stay beautiful. Inside and out. If you break your face, it's gonna harm you a lot. So don't do that. Well, guys, I'll see you later.